Well, hey guys, welcome to another video. How are you doing? It's good. Okay, so what are we talking about today? We'll be taking a look at my collection of Albedo anthropomorphics. It's a furry comic. Alright, so we're just going to take kind of like a quick skim through these just to get a feel for what's going on in here. This is copyright 1986, so we'll just, these are roughly from the 80s, I guess. This is the first one that I have. This is issue 8, and I only have issue 8 through 14. I think like the first 2 issues are extremely hard to come by. Basically in this comic there's like, it's kind of like, I guess, an anthology. There's different storylines, but like each storyline kind of like continues throughout other issues. So this is Irma Fionna. This is definitely supposed to be like feline or something, but so she's a cat, right? This is like, I guess, the main kind of, you always see her on like the covers and stuff throughout most of these. Just gonna skip through this a bit. This storyline is some sort of like a space drama. It's not the one that was the most interesting to me, so I'm gonna skip to more names that I'm not sure how to pronounce. Coney and Sizu. But anyway, these things, I mean, I don't know what I missed in the previous 7 issues, because, you know, again, these are continuing storylines, but this one seems to be, if I'm picking this up right, it seems like it takes place in a world of microscopic organisms. This one has more of a humorous tone to it. Gonna try not waste too much time on each of these. I don't want this video to be a million years long. Just kind of like looking for some highlighted moments. Funny animals, that's what they call this subgenre, the funny animal comics. If you saw the Fandom documentary, you probably are familiar with that. It's kind of where I first heard about these, and then I was like, I don't know, it just became a thing of interest to hunt down. Actually, I heard about these on the Fandom documentary first, and then I found an Albedo role-playing game book at Half Price Books, and I didn't buy it. It was like 50 bucks, and I don't really do the role-playing thing, so I was like, that's 50 bucks I don't need to spend right there. I saw that, and I was like, that kind of looks familiar. And then I had forgotten already that I had heard about this on the Fandom documentary, so I got on the internet and started computing that, and then that led me to finding some of these on eBay. So even though I didn't buy the role-playing book, it was still neat to find something like that out in the wild. Okay, this one's kind of interesting because in this one, in this issue, like it starts off like normal, but then you, I guess they like go out into, they get out in the outer space, and then all of a sudden everything's on its side. So the comic reads like this for a while. And then you get to these characters here that are, I guess they're like watching the comic through like a TV. And she's questioning why is everything on its side. And then he gets up and fixes it, and then, okay, the rest of the comic is back on course now. Rufus the Red is one that kind of caught my interest. Basically, this fox is working in the family perfume business, fantasizing about a life of adventure and non-perfume making things. And that causes an explosion, because I guess the perfume business is some pretty rough stuff. And then it gets into, he's set up in like some sort of arranged marriage or something, and then the girl isn't interested in him, and I don't think he's interested in her. Blah blah blah, and then it ends up leading into some sort of weird pirate adventure. I think that storyline starts in this one, and then it continues into this issue. Another Coney and Sizu, whatever. They encounter some sort of a weird talking fungus, and I kind of like this because this is like just like weird sci-fi stuff. Like it's disturbing. I don't know. Talking fungus is a little creepy to me. The continuation of Rufus the Red here. In this one, he ends up meeting his sailor uncle. Pretty sure is a pirate. I think that's what this is leading to. It's going to be a life of sailing on the high seas as a pirate, but the remaining issues that I have, that storyline does not continue, so that sucks. Albedo number 12, the floating stuff issue. And wouldn't you know it, we do have characters just kind of floating around in zero gravity. What fun. Probably not doing the best job at really like talking about some of this stuff, but this is a pretty improvised video. I'll be honest about that. The Grapes of Rat. This one, like that's a funny little pun right there, right? But it gets dark quick. Thugs or whatever they are doing some sort of a drug deal, and they end up kidnapping this girl to use her for a snuff video. And then we got these detectives that have to like watch the video for detective stuff. Yeah, this one gets kind of dark. I don't know if there's like a cycle of like what storylines we continue next or whatever, but I don't. That's another one that's like I was getting invested, but the remaining issues that I have don't continue that. Because, yeah, that all, the front and back kind of are connected on this one. Space Wolf was another one that was starting to kind of get me invested a little bit. Had a, not storyline, but like a trope that's common with like stories revolving around animal characters. Kind of like a war between carnivores and herbivores. Yeah, they're kind of talking about it here, like these like wolves are invading this planet of sheep to use them for food, and then they have to end up fighting back. That's graphic right there. This is the last one that I have. They end up devising some sort of synthetic meat which ends the war. Peace treaty is made now that there is synthetic meat. But then this dude is doing some evil bad guy stuff. It's been like, I read all these as like maybe like a little over a month ago. Maybe longer than that. It was December actually, I think. I was reading through all of these. So I don't remember the names of all these characters. But again, I'm just kind of trying to give you like a feel for these things. I'm not trying to like do a full-on review. Just thought it'd be neat to kind of show some of these things that I have. Yeah. Alright, so that was a look at my collection of Albedo comics. Okay, get out.